Hey guys, so as we move from the west to the east, I think it's fitting to talk about a movie that inspired one of my favorite Marvel heroes, Iron Fist. And that movie is King Boxer, also known as Five Fingers of Death. I also want to point out something real quick. There's a lot of kung fu movies that will have two titles, especially during the time of like the 1960s through the 80s. And that's because, well, some places don't like words such as death or killers in the title, because some countries just don't like having titles that have or say something about death, essentially. This movie was produced by Shaw Brothers, a very legendary production company that's been around in the movie business for a long time, actually. With many popular movies behind them, such as Five Deadly Venoms, Master Killer, The Golden Arm, or The Kid with the Golden Arm, and Five Elemental Ninjas, or Five Elements Ninjas. And the movie that we're talking about today was written by Chung Chang-hwa and co-written by Chiang Yang. This movie begins with two men walking through a dark alley. As, well, we all know, nothing really bad happens in dark alleys. Well, never mind that. This is Seo Moo-yang, played by Koo Wen-chung. And if you want to know why they're attacking him, well, it doesn't really give a good explanation besides just him being a very good fighter. And guys, if you want to assassinate someone, it would probably be wise not to do it where people can actually see your faces. As people arrive to see what the commotion is about, the men run away, failing to beat Seo Moo-yang.
Teacher!
Oh, you're covered in blood.
I'll be alright. Teacher, are you alright? I'll be alright.
Hey, you okay?
I'll be alright.
Later, we cut to two men training in a courtyard. This is Chow Chi-hao, played by Lo Lei. And the reason that they're training is so that the master can send Chow to another expert called Sun Hee-pei, played by Meng Fang. We next cut to a town where a local fighter is showing off his durability skills, as another man gives him a try, and what the hell?
Look at the top of his head!
And remember guys, in a kung fu film, if you have pointy eyebrows, you're either a good guy or a bad guy. So after beating the street fighter, another man tries to come in and fight the wannabe Heihachi, but his father comes in and stops them both. And to shoot off all three of these actors' names, this is Ki Joo Kim as Chen Lang, Tong Lam as Chiang Hung, and Tiang Fei as Meng Tong Shan. As they go out and have a meal, we find out that Tiang ordered the assassination on the master in the beginning of the movie. Going back to the small town, the same group tries to kidnap a singer, but after a small chase, they are stopped by Chow. Later, we see Chow go to the school owned by Sun, and he is asked to show his skills. Oh, watch out, he's got wire fu! After his defeat, he is able to stay at the school as a busboy. Hey, don't worry, Chow, being a busboy is still a decent job. Never mind. After getting hit with some weird training from Sun, he is able to join in on the classes, though he's still being treated like everyone's bitch. Even the bad guys are getting in on it. Later, Heihachi comes by the school and starts up a ruckus, to only be defeated easily by the master, till he blindsides him with a headbutt. Chow later goes back to that same bar where he met the bad guys and challenged Heihachi. And did he just get out headbutted by Chow? After the fight, a random man from the school tells the students of what happened, and Heihachi getting taken back to the main bad guy's house. Later, Sun gives Chow a secret manual to achieve the technique called the Iron Fist. However, someone spied on them and told Meng about the Iron Fist. Next, we cut to Chow making his hands into the Iron Fist. But the head student isn't happy that he gets to learn the Iron Fist. Look, bro, just wait until he's like 33 and then he's killed off by a mystical demon, then you can become the new Iron Fist. Later, we cut to three samurai that were hired to send a message to Sun the only way they know how, by throwing the corpse of one of his students into his school. Later, the head student conspires with the bad guys to take out Chow. Hey, I know that sound. I don't know that sound from anywhere. As they defeat Chow, they break both of his hands so that way he can't use the Iron Fist technique. Back at the school, the head student lies about Chow having an affair with a singer, but he's actually recuperating after the men destroyed his hands. That same night, the three samurai visit Seo Moo-yang and challenge him to a fight. His wire fu is good, but he couldn't defeat the samurai's signature dropkick. Back with Chow, he's able to use the Iron Fist again, with some good old training and motivation from Sun. And after fighting the head student, Chow is the one to represent their school at a tournament. But the head student tells the bad guys he wasn't able to beat Chow, but they tell him that's alright and repay him the only way they know how. Man, that was so cruel, even Heihachi feels bad for him. Later we cut to Chow heading to the tournament as Heihachi stops by and gives him two knives and tells him that the samurai were going to attack him on the road. Well, damn, that was quick. As Chow takes out the first 2 samurai, he actually takes on the third so Chow wouldn't be late for the tournament. So as Chow makes it to the tournament, he meets up with his crush. As the final battle takes place, Chow shows that he was way more skilled than before, and it seems to be a one-sided fight. And after winning the tournament, the main bad guy talks about how Chow has gotten really good, and he congratulates the master the only way he knows how. Jesus, this dude's like the definition of a sore loser. Back at the bad guy's headquarters, the head student and the singer tried to assassinate the bad guy in the dark. But that didn't really go as planned, as they were both kind of taken down pretty easily. Then Chow shows up and almost takes out everyone except the main bad guy, who takes his own life. And as Chow and his friends head home, the last samurai shows up, showing that he's defeated Heihachi. And in one last epic duel, Chow defeats the last samurai. And that was 5 Fingers of Death. And honestly, I can see the many inspirations from this movie in the character Iron Fist. From the glowing red hands, to the bad guys hiring more bad guys, I can see why 5 Fingers of Death is such a great movie that inspired a great character. Well, that's all for me, guys. I hope you guys subscribe and like my video, and I'll see you guys next time.